to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran's show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Why'd you do that? Richard goes 1, 2, 3, and that I couldn't hold it together. Okay, being the professional that I am, I'm just going to go ahead and say good afternoon, everybody. I'm so glad that you joined us on the Cindy Cochran Show. We got a good show. We got good people here. They're crazy, and they just it's so much fun to be with these people because you just say anything, nothing surprises them. And just like Chris Wootton, who's our sponsor, imagine being a sponsor for this show. And you've listened to us talk back and forth and all, and Chris is fine with it. He said, just do what you do, just talk. It's a talk show. And so he's our financial advisor. He's not ours, he's mine. And he's been in town for 21 years, so we know he's good, and he's been vetted. And so if you have any financial, if you have any finances, that's great, good, and you want to keep them, you need to talk to Chris. He's great. He will help you and invest for you and all that. And I'm got to have him back on the show again because of all this deep seek stuff that has come up and has, messed with the tech market. Have y'all heard about this? Have you heard about DeepSeek? Do you know about it? It came online. It's from China. It came online, and it's better than even the TikTok was. And so, the chips that they use are smaller, and it's so much. It's just so much better, and it just killed everybody.
You have no idea.
What?
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. I listened to this all week.
Idea.
All weekend I listened to this about this DeepSeek. I just, maybe Fox is the only one talking about it. But
is it
anyway,
like a TikTok site?
Yeah, it's like that.
No, it's not. See, she doesn't even know.
Yes, it is.
It's like it's an AI. It's like Chat GPT.
Well, but they have different.
They don't have it. It's not like TikTok where you're looking at videos.
Oh, you're not looking at videos. Okay,
That's
but
what you know what TikTok is.
But yes, I've been on TikTok. They have my interview with Johnny Carson on TikTok, and so I did go over there to do that. I thought my mother would just slap my hands if I went on TikTok, and so I'm saying, "Okay, Mom, it's okay. I'm not going to do it." But anyway. You always do stuff like that, Richard, and then I get off track, and I'm trying to think what I was going to say next. Anyway, Chris Wootton is great, and if you're going to be retiring and you want to know what to do with all your thousands of dollars that you've built up and have saved, he can take them, whether they're thousands or millions, it doesn't matter. Chris is really good. So it's Chris Wootton Financial Group, and they're just located right down 336. And so they're really close to here. Anyway, if you, wherever you are, and I love that we're on internet, and so somebody in Bangkok or something could be listening to this, and, we'll give you his phone number, and you can call him. It'd be great. You could, and do a virtual. Anyway, but who I have as our guests are Deanie Boy and Mark Mitchell. Hello. I remembered everybody's name. And I was already with Webb. I had Webb's name. So tell him I did know his name. It was Webb Spark.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Good.
Don't look at me like you're smirking.
I told her y'all's names.
Before I walked out the door. No, I'm Deanie Boy. But I'm doing a video. I looked horrible, but I forgot to do a video to talk about everybody needs to watch today. So I'm going because Deanie Boy is going to be there, and Mark Mitchell, and I don't know, and I went Webb, and I think Webb is all I could remember. And I said, but you all understand I'm really bad with names. So anyway, so I did that last night at about 12 o'clock at night. I put it on my Cindy Cochran Show page, and so they know that y'all were coming. And we're going to talk about the Thin Blue Line, which I love that thought that y'all are going out there and doing that. For 15 years, you've been doing that. 15 years these guys have been helping and supporting is it been first responders or just the police or what?
Well, our mission statement through the Thin Blue Line Foundation is to help officers that are injured in the line of duty or has lost their life, and we help their families financially and morally, just whatever they need. So this is our big fundraiser for the year that we do. It's the Fajita cook-off, and but we added barbecue to it.
You added the barbecue.
We added the barbecue to the cook-off. So it's a fajita and barbecue cook-off.
Oh, you're doing both?
We're doing both.
Both? Okay. All right.
And then you can enter into all three meat categories for the grand champion. So
people can still come and they put their trucks. I mean, where do they put their barbecue pit?
Well, we have a marked off areas, and they'll be numbered. So when they get there, when the teams get there, they'll know exactly where to put their pit and get to cooking.
Now, how many teams do you have?
We have
18.
18 teams, and you want Richard and I to judge the desserts? Or no, you already have judges for the desserts. Mm-hmm. Okay, but you want us to do all the meats and
Bloody Mary, beans, barbecue, and charro, and then we have ribs, brisket, and
chicken.
No, we don't have chicken. Fajitas.
Fajitas.
Yeah, we took chicken off.
That's right.
Why?
But there'll be teams that'll cook chicken just to serve to the public. So
yeah, well, that's a big thing because of isn't there a shortage of eggs? So that'd be a shortage of chickens, I guess.
Later on, there would be a shortage of chickens.
Yes. They were arguing about that. Like why hasn't Trump brought the price of eggs down?
Yes.
And they said, well,
in a
because
week. Yeah.
and there's a bird flu thing, and there was I'm talking about a lot of problems with that.
Oh.
So now I got to throw away all my eggs. I don't know. They're probably not. HEB wouldn't buy anything like that. I just know it for sure. Isn't that right, Richard? Richard, you are not paying attention. Oh, okay, he's putting the mic up. No, so anyway, everybody's so upset about the prices of things, and so people can come in and eat. How much is the tickets to come in there and eat?
Well, the gate is $15, but if you are a first responder or a military and you've got the proper ID, you get in for $10.
Okay, and you wear the hat and the and if you wear your uniform, you
And they get to judge People's Choice as well. So they'll get a People's Choice ticket to actually pick their favorite barbecue or fajitas.
So the people cooking will put out samples. Is that what they're going to put out? It's like samples.
Yes.
And that's what we would judge the sample that they put out.
Yeah, they'll be actually the judging section is separate from the entire event. It actually will be in a building
Yeah.
on property, and the food will be taken. You turn in your food at particular time. For like example, 10 o'clock is Bloody Mary. So if you make the best Bloody Mary, you submit it, and then it's judged, and then at the end of the day, then
Yeah, we have to wear a black hood so that they don't see our faces when we go into the building.
exactly
They can't know who the judges are.
right.
They'll come.
We have
They'll
to
come
keep-
after you.
Exactly.
I promise I won't act like a judge.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never know. They'll
And
just
I'll
think,
I'll take Cindy's Bloody Mary because she doesn't drink.
Okay.
So I'll double make sure everything's tasting good there.
There you
Alright,
go.
good.
There you go.
so I couldn't go up and say, "Did you have Virgin Mary?" They go like, "I would, I would." They wouldn't.
We were supposed to judge it how much vodka's
I
in
know
it.
how much.
There's only one shot of vodka.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually excited to judge it because I love eating food and
Well, you'll
trying
have
different
plenty of it.
ones.
And apparently I do too. And so,
So it's
it would be so
$15
fun.
for just the general public at the door. $15
Yeah.
get you in. That's actually a really fair deal.
Unless you're a first responder or
Yeah.
military. Yeah.
Now, is there an auction or anything that other people can contribute more money than 15? Because I feel like I'm
Actually,
stealing from y'all if it's $15.
we're having a silent auction
Okay.
and a live auction. But we're also going to have a drive-through. So if people don't want to stay for the festivities, then they can come through the drive-through and they can order their sandwich. And with their sandwich, they'll get chips, cookies, water, and pickles and onions and all that stuff.
And that goes, I mean, and that's paid
It's
for
like a sack
and the
lunch.
$15. That's
Right.
okay. So you don't have to pay extra for that.
right.
Man,
Yeah. Or
That's
it's
a good-
two for 25. So you
Two
get a
for
little bit of
25, yeah.
savings there, and
Yes.
it all goes to benefit the cause. So,
Yeah.
that's a great price to
Yeah.
go do that.
yep.
It's the Thin Blue Line Foundation's yearly event, and so
Yeah.
we want to make money, of course, so that we can give money back out to the officers that need it, the families that need it, and also military. We're a nonprofit, all free. We're volunteers. There's no one paid. So we became in existence in 2012, but we were originally started in 2009 is when they started the Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club, and then the foundation started. And legally started in 2012. And then from there, we've just done the fajita cook-off every year at different locations. And this year we said, let's go to Conroe. I live in Conroe, and he lives in Conroe, and
Yeah, why make it
So
hard on
we-
yourselves?
we have a couple of chapters out here as well in the area. So
It's always been in Houston, basically. So it's
Where
time
would
to
you do
share
it
the
in
love.
Houston? Yeah, where would you do it in Houston?
we'd do it at the VFW Hall, or the American Legion Hall is where we'd have it off of Kempwood and Campbell. And then before that, it was at a place called Our House, which is no longer. But so we're trying a new venue, and so far we love the venue. It's the Ice House at Conroe.
Yeah, Ice House Conroe. I thought it was called the Conroe Ice House.
I
Yeah.
got confused
Yeah,
on that
it's
too.
the
a
Ice House
lot.
Conroe.
Ice House Conroe, right?
You can't miss it. If you see it or you're driving down the loop, it's like a giant building. They have a beautiful backyard.
Don't tell me I can't miss
Yeah.
it. That's
Well, you no, I'm already kind of figuring you out. I'll get a chopper to follow you.
There you go.
Where's the
right.
drone?
drone. Yeah,
Where's the smart car to drive you?
that would be amazing. I saw a commercial where a guy comes out of a building, and this thing. It's like almost like a wheelchair, but it's motorized, and it comes up, and he gets in it and pulls up the handles, and then he takes off by himself. But he was looking like, when's it going to get here? And it drives up by itself. It's so weird. I don't know, Deanie. It's like some of the things that they're into. It just
Get ready.
I stood there in front of the paper towels in the bathroom waiting for it to. Okay, I've broken the laser. I think probably by now. Where are
To
the
feed you
paper
one.
towels? And the toilet, you have to push that button to make it go. And so I didn't know how long I was going to have to wait for that. Like, come on, I gotta go. And so we're so spoiled. We're so spoiled by those kind of things. And when you go into a restroom, and how many times have I waved, and people go like, "Who are you waving at?" And that's what you were supposed to do. At least I'm not going over trying to put a dime in the door of the toilet. I told my kids, I said, you used to have to pay to go to the bathroom. And they go like, what? Yeah. It was a quarter, or it was a dime at first, and then it came to be a quarter, and then people said, I'm crawling under the...
I was going to say, I should just crawl under.
Yeah. Just, you send the kids under, and they open the door. Yeah. So we figured that one out quick.
But our event's going to be, family friendly. And
it's all family friendly, and
we'll have a jump house, and
oh, you have a jump house. That's
we'll
what I was going to
have
ask
a
you.
cornhole tournament, an axe throwing tournament,
Mechanical bull.
mechanical bull.
a
That
lot
will
of
scare
stuff.
me.
Yeah. So those that we're going to have a cornhole tournament, but it's going to be available for the public all day long.
All day
the
long.
tournament is a specific time. It's going to be an hour, hour and a half tops.
Okay.
But until then, it's free. It's open to the public.
And then
so-
they get a prize for
Yeah, they have to pay an entry fee. It's $40
to
a
be a
team
part
to
of
be
it.
in the
Okay.
tournament.
to be in the
Yeah.
tournament, yeah. And the winner, it's a 50-50 split. So we give them 50% of the winnings, and we have the rest of the 50%.
There you go.
So we split it.
Yeah.
And that's like what we're doing with the beans and the Bloody Marys and the desserts. We're doing a 50-50. So depending on how many entries, we need a lot of entries if you want to make money
Yes.
on the 50-50 split. And we would like to make money too. So.
And you guys just think about it. Just think about it out there. If you go to this and you donate, you become a part of this, and you get to meet probably a lot of officers, and just think the next time you're pulled over, you can go, hey, you know what? I think I saw you at the
Yes.
Thin Blue Line thing. I was there. Yeah, I just participated. I loved it. It was great because I appreciate y'all so much. And see if you can get off, and he lets you go. Okay, it's just I'm just like the little silver lining of that cloud, and because I did a video one time in the sky about someone being stopped in Shenandoah. And so he's sitting there, and the policeman comes up to the truck and says, you know, you were doing 44 and a 45. No, wait a minute. It was a 40. You were doing 46 and 45. Yeah. And you can't do that. So I'll give me your license. And he's going, what? For 1 mile? And everybody laughed, because if you've ever been through Shenandoah, you know you better slow it down, so because you're gonna get caught, or they're gonna catch you for, you know, they don't
Speed
like
trap.
they don't like the color of your car. But anyway, I see. To me, that's what's exciting. Y'all gonna have people on your motorcycles riding around?
Actually, we're the Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club, which is the largest law enforcement club in the state of Texas.
Wow.
Is actually going to do a ride-in at 12:30. So that's going to be exciting for the kids, and even
Yeah.
for the adults too.
Oh, sure. You're gonna rev it up. No wheelies or anything like that.
No.
No? Okay. I was just wondering. I mean, Mark looks like he might be the kind that would try it, but okay.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. No, so are you going to do a little parade, or are you going to drive around the whole thing so everybody sees you?
Well,
or-
yeah. When they come in, they'll come through the parking lot, and they'll be parking near the cook teams. So everyone will get to be able to see the motorcycles.
So, I mean, it's like it takes a long time a lot of times to cook that barbecues. I mean, they spend hours in their prep and putting that together. So, is all that done before they get there? And
No, what happens is it's a process. So they are allowed to load in on Friday starting at noon.
Oh, okay.
And because the ones that are cooking brisket, of course, have to, get their brisket on as soon as possible. But once the cooks meeting is at 6 o'clock, and that's where the cooks will discuss the rules and any questions that they have, and they get a packet. But after that meeting, then the meat that they bring is inspected, because it's not supposed to be pre-seasoned or anything. It's just straight up raw meat. And so our judges go around and check everyone's meat to make sure that it's,
It's raw
yes.
meat.
And then once they're cleared, then they can start cooking.
Okay, so you could do the testing of the raw meat.
So they've got.
You can do that. You could do that. You could. You like sushi? No, that you don't have to do the raw. How can you tell if it's good raw meat? What are you looking for? Blood? How much blood's in it? How much?
No, I mean you can tell if a meat's
Cindy's never eaten anything in her life, apparently, that has meat.
I go to the store a lot and buy a lot of that.
It's already cooked for you.
No, but I
You
told them.
know a restaurant isn't a store, right?
What about DoorDash?
Yeah, DoorDash is not
DoorDash is good,
is not a
right?
grocery store.
Well, at HEB, I try and talk to the butcher, and I'll say, is this ribeye marbled enough? And he goes, oh, you can't get enough marble in ribeye. And I went, so it needs to be more white stuff going through it? And he goes, yeah, more white lines going through it would probably be better for you. I said, okay. So I sat and looked for that. But it's so weird, because I tried to tell him, I said, the only problem I have with y'all is there's so much blood in the package. I mean, what makes that happen? And he just stares at me. He said, what makes that happen? The blood from the meat that the butcher cuts up the meat of. You don't understand that? Okay. Well, maybe just go get some chicken. Just go get chicken. Don't worry about the meat at all, because that's kind of gross. But it is, to me. I don't even want pictures of the cows up there. I don't want to know that's where it came from. And I'm not. It's not that I care about the cows. It's just I don't want to know that it was once that face looking at you. And that's what I loved. But when Chick-fil-A came out and the cows,
exactly.
Perfect.
buy more
marketing.
chicken.
Yes, perfect marketing. Yeah.
It was so good. So anyway, but that's what I was wondering is that if they cook it, they're going to cook it outside, but then they bring the food into the building.
No, the public will just walk around to the different teams, and each team can give them samples of what they've cooked.
Yeah.
And then the people also get to pick who they think is the best.
Oh, okay.
Through People's Choice. So they'll have a ticket that says People's Choice on it, and they've got to turn it in by a specific time during the day to get their team's vote. So it's a lot of activity going on at once, but it's such a huge facility. The cook teams are in one area, the vendors are in a different area. The band, we have the Justin Kemp band that's coming, and so they're going to be playing maybe on the outdoor stage instead of
Well, I was going to
indoor.
stage out there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
that's
huge
cool.
stage outside. Let's see what else. We've got the cornhole, the axe, the bull, just so much
And
stuff.
the jumpy.
And
house.
yes, the jump house.
Are adults allowed?
Of course not. I know where you were going with that one. But we'll clear it out for you if you need.
Okay. I'll just go in there and test it and see if it holds me. Then we know the kids are good. Come on in. But if we're judging, do we have a? I'm just trying to get we'll have something to write the names on, and then what we feel. Now, what are some of the things you say to judge it? It was spicy. It was
Well, they look at several different things when they're judging, depending on what they're judging. Aroma, texture, taste, what it looks visually,
Appearance.
yeah, smell, and so there's all those things go hand in hand when judging. Now the kids, we have celebrity kids that are going to be doing the judging for the desserts. So
That's great.
I've got Randall Reeder, who is, I forgot the name of that show.
Yeah, he played Buck in Deadpool,
In Deadpool.
the movie.
Oh yeah, the tall. Okay.
Yeah, big boy. So he's going to come. They actually have a booth, but he's going to be walking around doing photo ops and autographs and stuff too.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then we've got the kids that are going to judge the desserts. So sorry about that. No dessert judging.
I thought the Bloody Mary was the dessert.
Of course.
That was
Well,
enough.
That's
Appetizer.
the adult dessert.
That's the appetizer.
Can you pull? Can you see Randall
Randall Reeder.
Reeder.
R-E-E.
Randall Reeder,
Two E's.
a picture of him?
R-A-N-D.
It's driving me crazy.
Excuse me. R-A-N-D-A-L, I believe.
I watched Deadpool. I saw that movie 3 times.
We saw it together.
Huh?
In the movie theater.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Richard said, "You want to go see Deadpool?" And I said, "Oh, they just talk so. They just so." And he said, "You need to see. You need to see this, and just don't pay attention to what they say." And it's just so funny. I went, "Okay, I'll try not to." Anyway,
No,
it
I
was
said
a
we're going
funny
to take separate cars because if you feel like you need to leave, you can go at any time.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
'cause
going
we
to
had
watch this
separate
movie.
cards. The worst was though. Okay, so I'm getting popcorn and stuff. He goes up and sits down, and I just said, "What's the row number?" And he tells me, and so it's dark now. And so I'm trying to see what it is that I think it was C or something. And I walk up, and I miss the step and go straight down.
Oh, no.
Popcorn everywhere, and I just get up and I go, I'm okay.
You just can't take her anywhere, can you?
And so I said, did you see me fall? And he goes, you fell? I didn't know where you went. I saw you, and then I didn't see you, so I thought maybe you went back. So I said, boy, get some kind of, it's okay. It's okay. But this guy was sitting right there, and I thought it was him when I saw it. And so I looked at that guy, and I'm looking at him, and then I missed that step, and I get up, and I go, I'm okay. And it wasn't Richard. It was, where's Richard? And he's way on the other side of I think he was hiding from me. So anyway, so he's a great date, a great person to go out with. Yeah, he'll be right there for you, right there.
To pick you up when you fall.
When you fall.
Yeah. If I fell in front of him and he couldn't get over, he may pick me up to do that. But to walk across the room, I'm not counting on it at all. No, he would, wouldn't you?
I didn't really know it was her. I was like, because I told her where we were sitting. Like I showed it on the deal. I was like, you go this way and to the right. We're on this side, and you're like, okay.
Now
But
y'all
then she
saw
went
me
for popcorn. And that blew everything.
But I had the popcorn.
Well, she started doing this whole thing with getting butter and all. I'm like, come on, we're gonna miss the movie. Like, this isn't that hard. Just get your butter and let's go.
And it's a career. What I get.
Oh no,
I said, "Give me half of it
I
first."
was like,
Layer?
We
Did
were-
she layer it?
Yeah.
we were first in line to get food too. So I was like, oh, this should be quick. Let's just get our drink. Let's just go. And then I'm like, all right, it's been 5 minutes. All right, I go, I'm going in there. We're right here to the right. You just go in, take a right, go up, follow all the way right. We're right there. That's where we are.
And if you think I can now, you'll find out that wasn't enough of a because I just walked up the aisle.
Well, there's only two sides to the theater. There's the left side and the right side. So I said, we're on the right side. The seats are on the right side.
Or on the
theater.
right side, if you're standing on the stage, the right side, or in the seat, right side.
Don't try to pull this theater talk crap to me, okay?
Stage right or stage
Yeah, stage
left?
right.
Stage right. Stage left.
Yeah. I do have a question for you guys because it looks like you have a lot going on all day. So if people want to come from the public, 10 o'clock's the gate.
Correct.
$15 at the gate. You have to pay $15 no matter what
Correct.
to get into anything.
You get a stamp,
You'll get a wristband.
wristband. That's what you're
That's-
asking.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking that. I'm
That's
asking,
not what you were asking.
because some people will show up at like 5 o'clock, because it's like, oh, I want to go to the ice house, and they're like, what is this? So I was just curious, like, is it till and it ends at 3 or just the
It
drop,
ends
just the
at-
lunchbox?
It actually ends at 6.
Lunchbox at 3.
Okay.
Lunchbox, the drive-through lunch is 11 to 3.
Yeah.
For anybody that is busy that day and can't come for the whole event but want to contribute to the foundation, that is an ideal way to do
Yes.
it. While you're out running errands and whatever, swing by and do
Because y'all have a
that.
live band, y'all got all sorts of stuff going down.
Lots going on.
A
And,
lot of stuff.
Like we said, the bikes will be present from 12:30 on, and we're just going to park them around the perimeter of the parking lot, so everybody can kind of walk and look and ooh and ah and watch them come in. And
You know,
So-
you go past the Harley Davidson all the time, that store over there by Ashley's. Do they keep those out? They
Nope.
take them in every night?
every night they move close to 100 bikes in and out
Oh,
every
my
day.
word.
Yep. And it
That's-
is, if you're there at closing time,
Uh-huh.
it is phenomenal to watch.
Them move them
The
in?
coordinated effort. That is a circus well executed, let me tell you.
I'm
They
going
get
to do-
everybody in. They get the sales force, the guys in the service department, the ladies get on board, and they're running bikes constantly.
So your
through.
application is, can you drive?
Uh-huh. Oh,
Harley
absolutely, absolutely. But it's something to watch for sure.
Oh,
It's
man.
pretty neat.
That's what driven me crazy. I wanted to go in the store and say, hey, do y'all get to bring these in every night? And it's raining and all that. And they,
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. I'd love to get a video of that, of when they start taking them in. That would be funny.
Yeah.
You need to do that, and then we could show it.
Yep. I was in
Then-
there having, looking at something for, parts or whatever. And so it was near closing time. So one of the guys walked over, and I was on the phone, so I had to go find a quiet corner, which is impossible because they're bringing bikes in,
Right.
And he came out and he found me in the corner. He said, you probably want to walk out if you can finish that call, because we're going to trap you right where you are.
You're gonna have 6 bikes and all around you. Well, if you have grandchildren,
Yes.
grandchildren, I think you wonder if the grandchildren are going to want somebody to give them a ride on the bike.
I would hope they have their own.
On bike, they have their own bike.
No, and someday, yes.
Oh, well, it's y'all, say y'all have those big seats and that are the ones in the back and stuff,
Very comfy.
and you wouldn't charge $10 a ride. And,
Oh, for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
and
you.
you put your kid in the back, and we'll take them around. And
We'll have to talk to council about that. So
yeah,
get that cleared.
Have my people contact your people.
yeah, right.
That's right.
How much insurance are we carrying now?
Yeah.
Do you have to carry insurance like that when you do that?
Yes.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Event insurance.
Yep. We're gonna
Every
have
event that we do.
other law enforcement clubs as part of our ride-in. They're invited to join us for
Oh,
this
okay.
event. So we have partnered with the Conroe VFW Hall to have a meetup there, and then so all the clubs meet there. They'll go out in the boonies and have a nice little a countryside ride before they arrive at 12:30. So those guys all, even our club members, sign a waiver, because it's a sanctioned event. So
Now, y'all, they have shirts. Y'all have uniforms, or what do y'all? Everybody wears the same thing.
each
No, I
club,
think
Your
that,
club?
each
Yeah.
club and
has their own.
yeah. Normally, what you'll see is the vest. The law enforcement motorcycle club.
Okay, yeah, because you look like you're a bandito. It's okay, but I mean, he looks like he's tough. Like it is. It's a good looking. It's a good looking jacket.
And that was part of the conversation when we were here before, was we want the public to know that a lot of the bikes they see out there are law enforcement clubs. We're the good guys. We're the good side. So
Right.
even though we've got patches and, we got face masks on because of the bitter cold and all that, we kind of look like, Easy Rider era,
Yeah.
but no, we're the good side of that environment. So, yeah.
They should know that. Is that when you're all on the freeway together, and y'all?
Yep, in formation.
Yeah, and nobody wants to pass you because they don't know, if you're bad.
That's not a problem in Houston. No.
Yeah.
They come right around.
Yeah, they like you're not even there.
It's so scary when traffic's so bad on 45. I mean, 45 is just anyway. So when a guy on a motorcycle tries to weave in and out, and I go, you don't know who you're,
I know.
who you are so close
those are the
to.
risk takers, yeah.
And they come up, and my car goes goes crazy, and I'm trying to find them, and they've already gone fast, and they're going in and out, and I mean, and I sometimes I don't do my blinker that I'm getting ready to move. So if they're looking for that, there's going to be people that just trying to hurry and get over into one
Exactly.
lane, and that's scary.
When you ride when you have a motorcycle, you have to look for a lot more detail. You have to look what's on the road. You've got to look what's on each side of you. You've got to always find your exit route. You don't let yourself get trapped, and so it's really very dangerous to weave in and out like the young kids do. But it's the wrecks that if they actually see their friends get hurt from doing that,
yeah.
they should learn a huge lesson, because our Thin Blue Line, the law enforcement motorcycle club, most of the riders go through schools, and we have a formation that we abide by when we ride. We don't do a lot of that weaving in and out. It's some, it's what's the word I'm trying to say? It's synchronized. How we change lanes.
It's like, honestly, it's like a ballet going down the road. It is so choreographed. It is amazing, because we have different positions in the club. We have road captains that are out front. They set the route and the pace. They signal for changing lanes. So they're in charge of the safety of the group. Then you've got the officers behind them, and then all the members. And then the tail, we actually have a position called tail gunner. And they are the most medically trained of the whole group.
Oh.
Okay, so road captains are also medically trained. I went through the school. I've got the patch. So if anything were to happen, it's already known before we leave because we talk about it. If anything happens, the tail gunner plus XYZ is going to stop. Everybody keep going.
Oh,
so
okay,
that we don't
yeah.
jam up the road.
Oh,
And
right.
So it's all of that is figured out. It's highly coordinated, very safe. It is amazing to watch this group go down the road.
Well, what gets me is when a guy on a motorcycle gets over into the lane that is the
The HOV lane?
yes, the HOV lane, and I'm going like, some people can get away with doing that in their car with black
Right.
blackened windows, but it's pretty evident that you're not
Well,
No, motorcycles are allowed
Motorcycles are
in
allowed.
the HOV.
And
the
with an
HOV.
individual?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting
That's
there
where
calling
we
them
will ride
names.
most
Oh.
of the majority of the time. No wonder that coat that got thrown at us
That's
the
right.
other day was you.
It was you.
Come on, I'm going to open my door.
That piece of raw meat that came out. There. I think that was what it was.
That was it. No, but I yesterday I pulled up to this donut shop. Don't tell anybody, but I pulled this donut shop after I left my granddaughter in school, and I thought I'm going to go in there and okay. And so I start to open my door, and I just like slowly open it, and it gets fully open, and this car comes speeding up, and she slams on her brakes and stops just at my door.
Wow.
If I had gotten out at the time, I don't know where I'd been smashed upon the window.
Under the car, yeah.
It was it scared me so bad. So, and she was this far, so I couldn't get out anyway. And so I tried, and she said, like, close your door. And so I closed the door, and then she backed up, and I got out, and then she came back in. But she never came back in. She didn't come into the shop because I don't think she wanted to confront me. Like, what in the world were you doing? Coming so fast into a parking space up there. You're gonna. Oh, it was very scary. But I probably done the same thing to somebody else. So
Yeah. Well, like Deanie said, you have to have a super heightened awareness on a bike.
And
Yes.
always everything that's going on around you, and it's like now if I had looked back and saw her coming, 75 miles an hour of that thing, I would have never opened the door, and but my car didn't tell me. I mean, I'm so dependent now on the car telling me everything that's going wrong.
Right.
When it started saying brake.
Now would be
It's too
good.
late.
It's so afraid I'm going to hit the person in front of me.
You can't be complacent on a bike. That's the key. Yeah.
No, because I feel like you must. Don't you feel vulnerable? Like because
Oh, absolutely.
and that and you're just hoping for a good crowd that's coming up, and everybody's not trying to get to where you are. And
Oh yeah.
now do they respectfully? Do you usually have people respecting you while you're in formation across the freeway?
Yes.
Yes.
I've experienced it quite a lot, and even given a blinker, and because we use hand signals for everything. That's how the club communicates going down the road. You've got a hand signal that gets passed backwards, so everybody knows ahead of time what the lead guy's going to do. So that kind of thing. So lane changes or obstacles in the road, that kind of stuff. But I've noticed a lot of people. You give a signal, and they'll back off and give you that courtesy of extra space. So,
Well, okay.
and it's very
what signal are you?
appreciated.
What finger are you holding up to them to go back? I'm just wondering which one.
That's right.
In fact, because I was interpreter for so long, and I had a show called Signing with Cindy, and I told people that I'm trying to expand the vocabulary of people on the road, because it seems like they only know one
One
Universal.
gesture, right?
yeah,
Yep,
just
yep.
and that's it. And so this way I can help people have something. But usually when people do that to me because of my bad driving or something I've done wrong, I'll go and start waving at them like that. Like I'll go to church with them,
That's
and
right.
they go.
It throws them off, doesn't it?
Totally
That's
throws
right.
them off,
That's
and
right.
they go like, oh, "Who was that? Who was that? That
Yeah.
was Aunt Martha's kid." No, but and so my kids start doing that when they're driving, and people get mad or they honk at them or something, and they go, "What? How are you doing? It's so good to see you." So that's become our
Yep.
fun thing. I said it keeps you from getting mad at the person that's
Absolutely.
trying to cut you
Yeah.
off and stuff. So you just start waving at them, and it's fun. So what else do you think a person would need to know about this fundraiser? Except for how much money they're going to bring.
I was going to say, bring a lot of money.
Bring a
please.
lot of money, because a lot of people want to know, what can I do for policemen, because this policeman was so nice. He did this for me, did that for me, and this person's just saved my life. This person, and they watch these policemen on TV and what they've done and what they're having to walk up to a person's house having a domestic dispute, and they don't know anything about what's what happened. But see, Deanie boy, she was like the first female undercover officer in Houston?
No, there
HPD?
was 3 or 4 before me. I was one of the first females on night shift for North Shepherd Patrol.
Did you say North Shepherd?
Mm-hmm.
Ay, 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 ay. That just gave me a chill up my spine. Oh, my goodness. But I told someone, I told this police officer, I said, I have a friend who got partnered with this guy that eventually became her husband. And so he's there with this, female officer, and he's going to, some kind of dispute. So I make some of this wrong. Dispute, and so he goes up to the door. He brings the person out and puts him in the car with her and says, "I'll be back. Don't let him out of your sight. I'll be back." And this guy, he takes off running. He gets out of the car and takes off running. Did he break the window in the back?
No, what had happened was we were taking a DWI downtown. I was driving the police car, and my partner was driving the suspect's car. We happened to see a fire, and so we pulled off a house fire, got to the house, and a woman was blown out of the upstairs window, and she was hollering that her kids were still in. So my partner and I ran into the house while the prisoner was still in the back of my patrol car. And once we went in the house and I saw that the fire was it was incredible, I said, no, I better stay outside because waiting for the ambulance with her. So my partner went on up the stairs and ultimately got blown back down from the heat and I guess, I know there's a word for it that the firemen use, but anyway, while I'm helping the lady before the ambulance gets there, I hear this breaking noise, and the suspect that's in the back seat of my car breaks out my window and decides he wants to run with handcuffs. He's handcuffed, and so he needed to be stopped.
So I told him, I said, so this guy looks out there, and this woman is chasing this guy down the street, and you tackle him, right?
I jumped on his back.
Yeah, you jumped on his back. And and I think at that point that guy said, "Yeah, that's the woman for me." Yeah. That's what I want. We gotta go. I'm so sad. He gave me a 2-minute warning 5 minutes ago. So I'm okay. All right. Listen, thank you guys so much for being there, and everybody remember this is February 1st.
This Saturday.
This Saturday is just like two or 3 days away, and I hope we're there. I hope somehow I get there. Okay. And I'll just maybe Uber somebody or something. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it's going to be great fun, and you guys are helping the police departments and support for police departments. And you're always wondering, what can I do for a policeman? Here it is. It is. Thin Blue Line Foundation. Okay, guys, thank y'all. And thank y'all for watching, listening, and all that. Why don't you call somebody you love? And thank you. Wait. Chris Wootton. Thank you, Chris Wootton, for being our sponsor. Okay, all right, bye.
Every week, people ask the same 2 questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these 2 questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran Show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
Statistics show that 1 out of every 6 Texans struggles with